Today we're going to show you how to install Shadowstone by the Realstone System right here, right now on Greenmark Builders TV. The first thing we do is we want to shape our baseboard. I've already done it, but I'll tell you how we did it. Basically, we take our stone and we butt it up on our spacers. Because we're doing 3/4 inch hardwood floor, we put it on our spacers and we put it right against the wall. We put it into place. I take a sharp pencil and I run it along my stone, and I use it as a story stick, and I mark the profile. I take my little vibrating saw and I you know, it takes some time, probably takes 10-15 minutes, and I shape it so then that piece goes right in. And then I've actually got enough space for a little bit of glue. I cut right on that line, and that gives me about a 1/16 to an 1/8 to be able to add my glue. And then you've got a nice clean finish that if you want to, you can put a little bit of Alex caulking on there to get a nice finish. So once you've established that, your next job is to work on the corners. You always want to make sure that you're at least 1/8 of an inch past. So you can see there, I've just got about 1/8 of an inch past, because when you put your glue in, what it does is it separates a little bit. And also when you look at your corners, you'll see that they've actually been cut away a little bit, so you can get a nice clean finish. You're not on those rough lines. So you get a nice clean finish. And they're about cut back about a 1/16 of an inch. So considering your glue and how that's shaved back, you want to make sure that you're proud by at least 1/8 of an inch. So there you go, you'll get a nice clean corner. What I'm using for my adhesive is Sika Bond. You don't have to use that much, but you just want to make sure you get decent coverage. Put it on thick, but don't go too thick. So what I do is after I make my first cut from my first piece, usually got a piece left over. I try to be efficient, so I just use that piece usually to start my next run. If you can make it a little bit random, try your best. When I'm doing my cut, what I do is I hold it 1/8 of an inch or a little more proud of where I'm going. I go to my edge. If I can mark something in place, I would much rather do that over measuring. So I find that measurements give you room for mistake. I take that, I put the line on the top, set it in my saw, and go make a cut. So for cutting this stone, you're gonna need a diamond blade saw. I really like having a diamond blade saw that has a fence on it that's gonna give you that 90-degree cut every time, because of the way that these stones butt together. If it's not perfect, you're really gonna see it. So what I do, instead of getting soaked, hold my guard up, go to my line, mark it, drop it, start it up, and make the cut. If you try to start it up before you've kind of placed where you need to cut, you're gonna get soaked. Another little trick, is because you're gonna use this piece again, and it's really hard to clean after. I always have a bucket of water, dip it in water, and that way you don't have to sit there with a sponge and try to clean it at the end. You just lay it up, wait for it to dry, glue it on the wall, and you're rocking and rolling. So that's it, quick and easy. How to install Shadowstone by the Realstone System. Don't forget to follow your local building code, subscribe, like us on Facebook, and we'll see you next time on Greenmark Builders TV.